welcome back to another video. Look, today I got y'all another sister talk, okay, where it's just me and my girls just talking. Today we're gonna be talking about love bombing. All right. And yeah, y'all lover girls, come on in, take a seat, get y'all snacks, get y'all drinks, give me a like and give me a subscribe, and let's get straight into this mess. Now we love, as women, being adored. We love men kissing the ground that we walk on. Okay, ladies? But Lord, one thing Jesus have taught me, baby, slow burn will forever be the best thing you could ever do for yourself. Letting things burn slow. If you come in contact with a man, if you start talking to a nice, luscious man, and the man is like everything you could ever want, is passionate, is fiery, it feels good, he makes you feel good, he's saying all of the right things to bring you in, baby, that is a big girl. I know I didn't. That is a really big red flag. That is a huge red flag, ladies. Let me tell you, okay, dealing with nothing but love bombers through me dating men up from the age of 17 to the age of 21 right now. I have only dealt with love bombers. I've only dealt with men that will only tell you what you want to hear to get something out of you. Granted, men can love you and men can love you in a certain way but still manage to do you wrong. I don't get it. But listen, I need you to trust your intuition. If your gut is telling you that there's something off about the situation, then there is. And there's sometimes that you could be the love bomber. Okay, I have love bombed a few guys, and that's why, like, in a lot of my other videos I would be like, I would manipulate to get what I want. I would manipulate to get a certain feeling that I wanted. You feel me? Like, so I have done this as well. It is not just men that has done it to me, but my thing is, I would actually end up falling in love for the guy. But when you realize that none of that, if it's for you, then it's going to be for you for regardless. You don't have to do any extra to keep it, to get it, to nothing. You don't have to get it, you don't have to take it. It's going to be there, it's going to come to you regardless. But like, this is such a really serious thing because there's a lot of vulnerable people out there. There's a lot of young girls out there that thinks like they have found the one because that man told them they loved you after a week or two. That is not a good thing. Okay, that is not love, that is lust. When a man is trying to plan out his future with you within the first month, that is love bombing. That man is just trying to use you dry and leave you there. These men will love you one day and leave you the next. And you have to learn to not take things personally as a woman, and you have to know, like, that's why you always need to be established in yourself. That's why you always need to make sure that you have that self-love so you don't get used and so you don't get manipulated, because there's a lot of sweet girls out here that do get manipulated, that do get themselves in situations with a guy that, they like you for the time being, and then they're on to the next. Or you're dealing with a man that deals with a lot of lust, that has to have sex, or they're following naked, most of their followings is half naked women. You have to always think about these things because you will end up in such bondage with a person in their spirit. So it's always good to build your discernment, to have that self-love. Love bombing is such a dangerous thing because it will literally have you thinking that a man, or if there are any boys watching this sister talk, a woman, because women do it as well, like I said, really love you and really want a life with you, and they just want to have sex with you, or they want you to be around until somebody else comes back around, or till the person they really want comes around. So these are really things that you have to think about. and to know that it's okay. It is okay. But the main sign that you need to watch out for is an overly lustful person. If this person is overly lustful in the beginning, do you honestly think that that person could find any faithful, like true faithfulness with you? Do you really think that? A person that's operating in such a spirit, like a spirit is on this person, a Jezebel spirit. You feel me? Like, do you really think that they will end up being loyal to you? That's just something you have to think about. Do you really think that somebody is just telling you how much they like you and love you within the first month? Do you really think that that is going to last? Now, okay, you will know when God sends you your person. I feel like it's an acquired feeling. But if it feels like really, if it feels passionate, too hot, too fiery, I need you to take a step back and look at the situation and actually evaluate what is going on in your situation so you don't get hurt. Because men will manipulate you in so many ways. I love you. You're the only person I want. I love you so much. I don't know where you have been my whole life. You are my dream girl. Bull crap. And then turn around and cheat on you. Or turn around and ghost you. Turn around and leave you for dead. That is what these men do. If they see you are weak, sometimes you don't even have to be weak for a man to want to take advantage of you. That is more of a power trip for them, to know that they have a strong woman, to know that they have somebody that has something for themselves, that's set in stone with themselves, that give them an ego boost to break you down. So you have to always remember, not only are you dealing with a person, but you're also dealing with their spirits. If their spirit ain't right, they will never be right for you, because they're never right for themselves. How could they be right for you and they're not right with themselves? You feel me? They're not right with God. They have to get more to feel more. They have to put their hands in different cups to get more, to feel something that you can only get through God. If a person is telling you, or they're giving you these red flags that they're not your person, I want you to believe them. If you're having dreams, believe them. But I need you to know that love bombing is so normal. Like these men, that's their first go-to, is I'm about to tell this female everything she want to hear. I'm about to tell her everything that she wants to know. I'm about to feed her with pure lies, and I'm going to have sex with her. I'm going to chill out with her. I'm going to do this, but then I'm going to go mess with Sally Lou and Bookie Dookie from down the street too. And I'm going to tell everybody the same exact thing. Men are very, very intelligent. Yes, men are simple creatures. That is why this is just like, and I think as a woman, we are not simple creatures. So it's just like, we can't even fathom simple. Our minds aren't simple like theirs, but men are extremely intelligent. Whether they was making all F's in school, baby, I promise you, when it comes to getting what they want, doing what they want, they're going to be extremely intelligent. They're going to pull out the ones, the twos, the geometry, the literature, the world history, the history, everything. All of a sudden, they know what they're doing. They are smart. Men are very smart. So don't ever think you can come out your mouth and say, oh, well, he's just slow. Like, these men are slow. No, they're not. They know exactly what they're doing to you. They know exactly what they're saying to you. Everything that they put into you is a seed sown. They are listening. Some men will literally love bomb you, get to know all the deepest, darkest parts of you, get to know your trauma just to use it against you. So, and like I just said, there's a lot of men that does it. This does not mean that every man does it, but a lot of men does do it. So I want you to not take it personally. And I want you to definitely, when situations like this arise and you know that you're more of a really, really big lover girl, you know, you feel like you can change somebody for one. No, you cannot. But I want you to save yourself before you end up in a worse position. Because if a man can be that conniving, there's no telling how far a man will go. A man will go as far as you let them. And if they feel like all they have to do is tell you that they love you, oh, you're going to be dragged. You're going to be dragged immensely through the mud. Okay, it is not what you want to do. It is not where you want to be. So ladies, sisters in Christ, please, please, please find you something that seems boring, which means not as fiery, not as, oh my gosh, I know I'm gonna be with this man after going on a date, and it just seems so real. It's not supposed to. You don't know that man like that. And even if this is your friend, you're coming from being a friend to a lover, well, at that point, if it has been established that things have kind of been leading up, but there should not be really any lust being involved. If you guys start having sex, that man has already lost his power in the relationship. I had to really learn that. When you have sex with a man, you take his power. And don't go and running off and doing nothing. But at that point, the relationship really, it could work. But then there's going to have to be a time where y'all have to stop having sex. Okay? And it has to be God ordained. God has to say, I want this for y'all. Y'all too, I like that. I like that. If he's not, you're going to end up worse than what you started off as. You're going to take that man's insecurities right along with you, and he's going to take your power as you take his sexual power. You take his power as a man, but he's going to take your energy, if that makes sense. He's going to drain the goodness out of you. So don't ever think that because a man won't leave you alone, he loves you. He thinks you're stupid. He thinks you're dumb. Just because a man say he loves you does not mean he loves you, baby. If that man don't love himself and he's openly admit that he don't love himself, he don't love you. He don't love you, baby. He could in another life. He could care about you, but that man don't love you. So you guys, just be careful who you're talking to. Be careful who you are intertwined with. No, you don't have to have sex to get validation. Know that you don't have to do certain things to get validation. No, you don't have to send nudes to get validation. Use your mind, your heart, your spirit, your inner beauty to attract what you want. Because these men are going to be men at the end of the day. Until your person comes, I think it's just best for you to be single. Yeah, it's okay to want to have fun, but there's too many things wrong with our men these days. Too many things wrong with us these days. But our men are just stuck in such deep bondage. You know, we have to love our men from afar because our men don't really love us like that. You know, they got hurt in 6th grade and they've been hurt ever since. Yeah, these men will really turn their back on you. Even the sweetest ones, the ones you think won't do it, he will. Especially if there were signs and God was telling you like, hey, this is not your person. Because just because a man is a good person does not mean that he is your person. So just go ahead and take that with y'all today. And if you've definitely seen this, it is definitely for you. It was definitely your sign. You know, I definitely firmly believe that, sis. If you are messing with a man and you've been confused and conflicted, baby, if you confused, let it go. The first sign of confusion, let it go. A man will never leave a woman second guessing, a woman that he actually wants. So let it go. But I love you, sisters in Christ. You guys have an amazing day. You guys be amazing. You guys strive for greatness. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you so much.